In response to a Supreme Court ruling that determined New York's concealed carry gun laws were unconstitutional, the state legislature is poised to pass a slew of new restrictions. Good evening, I'm Mary Alice Demler.
And I'm Michael Wooten. The new language more clearly defines the parameters under which someone can get a concealed carry permit and makes it a longer, more difficult process to acquire one. Channel 2's Dave McKinley walks us through what happened today on this issue at the state capitol. Dave?
Well, as you recall, Michael, the Supreme Court struck down New York's requirement that legal gun owners demonstrate proper cause or a need to conceal carry outside their homes, primarily because New York didn't define proper cause, making that determination somewhat arbitrary. So now, state lawmakers are poised to adopt some new rules.
This has nothing to do with lawful gun owners, nothing to do with them at all.
But legal gun owners in New York who had to renew their concealed carry permits every 5 years will now have to do it every 3. In addition, they now have to complete 16 hours of classroom training, 2 hours on a live range, and pass a written test with a score of at least 80%. Then you'd have to meet with a licensing officer for an interview, during which time you'd have to provide the names, ages, and contact information for members of your household and 4 references outside of it, people who could attest that you are of good moral character. Then you'd have to give up all of your current and past social media accounts so the licensing officer could look through them and see if anything you posted might, in their mind, be objectionable and disqualify you. If you clear all those hurdles, there would be an exhaustive list of places where you could not carry your gun, many of which already ban them. These include government buildings, schools, and medical facilities, but also churches, libraries, theaters, arenas, and stadiums. You could not carry your pistol in a park, on a playground, at a polling place, or at a parade or protest. You also couldn't carry in a bar or a restaurant which serves alcohol. In fact, under the new laws, you couldn't enter any private business with a legal gun unless they post a sign which says you can. And even if you mistakenly carry someplace you shouldn't, you could be charged with a felony where, if convicted, you would lose your right to keep and bear arms. The new laws also add another layer of bureaucracy when you go to legally purchase a gun. Lawful gun owners have long been subject to a background check at point of purchase through the National Instant Criminal Background Check, or NICS. But now, instead of the gun dealer doing it, they must turn it over to the state police to conduct that check and wait for them to do it before they can sell you the gun. There is no time limit for how long they may take, and the state police will also charge the dealer a fee to do what they used to do, which would likely be passed on to the customer. Same thing whenever you go to buy ammunition for your gun.
And so to the legal gun owners, we will protect your legal rights.
While it's long been the law that a felony record bars you from getting a pistol permit, the new law also adds several misdemeanors that would disqualify you, including misdemeanor DWI. Republican lawmakers are raising concerns, both constitutional and practical, in terms of enforcing all this. In a statement, State Senator George Borrello said this will do nothing to make New Yorkers safer and only provide criminals with a surefire guarantee that they can go on a rampage in so-called sensitive places without fear that a law-abiding licensed gun owner will intervene. Dave McKinley, Channel 2 News.